Blakk Rasta tells musicians that branding isn't about buying Rolls Royce, invest in your career. And I think we all know who he's shading in this one. We all know who he's shading. So according to him, he says that
I actually don't know.
The only Ghanaian artist who owns a Rolls Royce in Ghana now is Shatta Wale. We know this. And if in just a recent, like, social media, story, you are saying that build your brand and it's not about buying Rolls Royce. You could literally say, oh, it's not about buying cars. You could just throw it in the air. But to say it's not about buying Rolls Royce, we know who you're punching at. When it comes to Shatta Wale and Blakk Rasta, we know the genesis.
But they are cool, oh. They are cool. I mean, they are.
Please,
I tell you, they are cool.
Cut that.
Oh,
cut that.
I'm telling you.
Anyway, so Blakk Rasta says Ghanaians must raise the bar. We have to brand ourselves to the point we are also considered as international artists. Our artists are afraid to invest in their craft. We will buy Rolls Royce, and he expects that people will come to your show and watch you. No. So now, this is my take on this. This is my take. Blakk Rasta, you are saying we should invest in our craft. How have you invested in your craft? Are you an international artist?
Maybe.
No, it's
not his aim to get there.
It's just like pots calling kettle black.
Maybe it's not his aim to get there.
You are also a Ghanaian artist. Are you an international artist?
I tell you, Blakk Rasta is in fact, he's an international artist.
Don't do that. You and your Jamaica and your this thing.
I am telling you.
Listen to what I'm
Blakk
saying.
is an international artist.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hey, and all this while, no international recognition for a long time.
Oh, Blakk Rasta,
I'm not saying he has never had it before.
He's had international recognition.
No, Chris, don't be quick to defend what. Listen, in the past 3 years, has he been recognized internationally? Tell me that award. Let's read it out. Help me with it.
But do you have to be given an award internationally to be?
Okay, so international in the last 3 years, what is he known for? When it comes to music, how is he marketing Ghana music international? Let me know. In the past 3 years, how is he doing that?
In the past 3 years,
yes.
he's had an album. Even he has a concert, the Kuchoku Festival, coming up. And he's had international artists who are going to feature on that. Yes, the Kuchoku. I'm telling you about the Kuchoku.
Listen, it's not that you're telling me. I know about this, but mine is,
and that is an international event.
Listen, international. That is fine. How many people around the globe mention this Kuchoku festival you're talking about?
A whole heap of them. I'm telling you.
You are here doing damage control.
Oh, it's not damage control.
Listen,
oh no.
One thing I know for sure. I am never discrediting the works of Blakk Rasta. But listen, if you are an artist. And you've not done the things you are claiming other artists should do, you shouldn't speak of it. You are saying that we should invest in our craft. What have you invested in your craft the last 3 years? What have you done? Right now, Blakk Rasta is known to be on radio. That is what is marketing, not even your music. And now, this person you are shading here, if the person has not invested in his craft, where would the money be coming from? How would he be going for shows? How would people be doing renditions of his songs? How would he be cashing out on YouTube and all of that? What branding again? Shatta should now have trumpets on his forehead. Shatta should grow horns. Shatta should be wearing.
I'm sure he didn't mention Shatta's
name. Please, we all know where this shit is targeted at. Don't do that.
I don't know why.
He
did not mention Shatta in
that
conversation.
Of all the cars, the only one you can mention now is we should invest and not be buying Rolls Royce. Listen and listen good, Blakk Rasta. Listen and listen good. Shatta can buy any car he wants in the world. If he wants to, we'll still organize the show and still have the place full up. It is not about the if we are talking about, say, if you are buying expensive cars, then people won't show up. Then our presidents, our states, our big people, we have these people doing, living luxurious lives and all that. But yes, still, when they call for an event or some people show up and the place is full. I think sometimes the rate at which we direct our bitterness towards some artists, let's tone it down a bit. Because listen, Nigerian artists, American artists, Jamaican artists won't be coming at their artists this way. How? So until when will this hate stop? He bought a Rolls Royce and so. It's the same person, this is the same artist that we've had some media people sit to instigate that they want to bring him down. the money, the career that is feeding him. People sat down and decided we want to cut you off and promote another person. But here's the case: this same artist is flourishing. Into Sikana Anka Winya on Fanya investing your day. That's it. Or investing Fanya day. People came into the music, so my ye juma bonyoma, or more investing on your after enrich the oba na mobe man pressure. Momo be amunume who say me investing. I rest my case on that. Let me come to you people. Sometimes the betterness, let's tone it. We make it too obvious. Blakk Rasta, what car are you driving? Anyway, let's go. Chris, let me come to you.
Yeah.
Well, I must also say that I don't think Blakk Rasta has any issue with AD.
Branding is not about buying Rolls Royce alone. Branding is not about acquiring a house alone. Spend on your career. How should he spend on his career? Should he buy sound and put it at his back and be working? Should he buy
But
YouTube?
at some point, he made it general. So I'm trying to ask questions.
It is not by force to buy Rolls Royce. Why is that the focus? Rolls Royce is the only car. Why is that the focus? So anyone at all reading this will know that this is targeted at one particular person. You could go by saying, oh, it is not necessary to be buying luxury, but then invest. We know this is a general conversation. Remember, these things have come up where people feel artists should invest in their career, but it's targeted on one particular person. And if you read this, you know, not buying a car. We know it was just recently Shatta Wale bought a Rolls Royce, and gladly you mentioned Rolls Royce. It was just recently he moved into a new house at Trasaco, and you are talking about now about our generation would always suffer from the older generation. The older generation is always better at the new generation, and that is our problem. Anyways, I'm done talking on that matter. I only pad them. Let's go. More fire. I mean, I've done my fire, so let's go.
I get you. I can understand you, and of course, I understand where you are coming from too. So that's fine. But I also want to say that, in fact, Blakk Rasta and Shatta are they are cool. You understand? That's what I want to put across. Even Blakk Rasta has Shatta on one of his songs, "Marry Me." You know, they have a song together. And there was a time Blakk Rasta had to jam with Shatta Wale's song and all of that. And initially, when people thought that Blakk Rasta and Shatta had a beef, you understand? And
we all know they did. We've heard the number of tantrums being thrown,
of course,
from Blakk Rasta to Shatta Wale.
But I am telling you that, you see, they are cool. You understand? So I see that statement as a very general statement. And he went on to say that we've seen some other Ghanaian artists who are out there, and anytime they are playing shows outside of Ghana, you know, the kind of artists they invite to the show, they spend so much on their shows just to, you know, make the show very attractive. It increases the eyeballs and all of that. You know, it places you on a certain pedestal. So I think that he made a very general statement. I think that he made a very general, and it is not bad if you are investing in your career, you understand? But it doesn't also mean that if you have invested enough and you've had some money coming into your, hitting your account,
it's not bad to treat yourself good.
I mean, yes, that's it.
Never.
Yes. It's not bad. If you have invested so much in your career and now you are seeing the returns, some monies are hitting your account. Charlie,
treat yourself nice.
Man, they die once. So
you are doing this job for your own self.
So then you have to treat yourself really nice, because Charlie, if you die at any point in time, so then
enjoy your money.
Enjoy the money cannot lie in bank and, you know, or
next
just give to people.
Baby.
You understand? And you have to enjoy it. Enjoy life. That is what I also believe in. But if he says that artists should invest in their craft, and it's a good call.
It's never a bad call.
Yes, it's a good call.
But the targeted thing he's doing is what I feel.
I don't want to think that he is targeting someone, because if you look at the kind of statement he made, and even the latter part of his statement, you realize that it was a general thing that he was trying to put across.
I'm telling you for a fact, it's not.
For me, yes, calling
it's not.
Calling artists.
Rolls Royce is the only car.
Well, I have no problem.
Rolls Royce is the only car
that came in mind.
Calling at that
that's
point.
Only car.
At that point,
then
yes.
surely he's really been thinking about getting a Rolls Royce.
At that point,
let's show you the dealer
maybe he
store.
wants to change
so
his
for
car.
me,
I guess.
I feel that it's a general statement calling artists to invest in their craft. That is the way to go. But after investing in your craft,
treat yourself good.
Yes, if
don't die poor.
If the returns are coming in, if the returns are dropping in, hey, you get some money hitting your account. I mean, you cannot
don't
always
be stingy on yourself.
You
There's some artists that we've never heard they've even bought a car before. We've never heard.
Yes, some might want to do their things. I mean, low level. You understand?
Oh yeah, the car is that thing to talk about.
Some are just like that.
Not that some cars are nothing to talk about anyway.
But some are doing well, except that they wouldn't want to maybe put their things out there.
Yeah. Recently, TikTok I think unveiled his new home and all that. So should they also say it's not about unveiling homes?
Who?
TikTok, TikTok.
Oh, okay.
He unveiled his new home, beautiful house. So should they say it is not about home? Record songs.
Did you say TikTok?
Yeah. He says it's now called Tick or the Stack.
What is that?
The TikTok in the car anyway.
You
understand the
investment ben be on some financial carry game. Carry anyway.
You people.
Carry and wa boy we.
So that is what I'm saying.
There been the pick up.
So he should enjoy at this moment.
Not Blakk Rasta when
at this moment. TikTok doesn't need to.
So Shatta Wale should finish music before he starts buying. So when he's 60 years before
you are mentioning Shatta Wale
because we know that this is targeted at Shatta Wale.
I am saying that you are mentioning Shatta Wale.
This is targeted at him, and we all know this.
So Chris, I have no problem if you are.
I'm not. It's not that. It's not.
You are mentioning Shatta Wale.
Say you be full frank. We hurage him.
Be painful for.
And I'm a We know this is targeted at Shatta Wale. We know.
Well, that's your opinion.
The same way someone can sing a song and say without mentioning him, and we know that he's talking about Shatta Wale. Nana Mashanzi, let me hear your thoughts on this one.
Some men crying. Okay. You see, when it comes to Ghana and our music industry, we all know how handicapped or how we suffer when it comes to investments, investors as a whole, how we always cry for investors and all that. And so it is one industry that lacks a lot, needs a lot of, helpers. It needs a lot of destiny helpers because we really lack so much. And so we always tend to complain, blah, 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 and all that. So seeing an artist, doing something on his own is not an easy thing at all because, music is money. Music is money. So an artist doing something on his own or on her own without any label, without any, helper, without any investor is something that we shouldn't look down upon at all. Now, if we are comparing our artists to the Nigerians, I always find a problem with that because I always say this, that what they get, the goodies they get, the opportunities they have, we don't have even half of it, even quarter of it. And so there are places that they might go, they can enter that we will not be able to enter. And so when you see them and then you compare our artists to them, that they are investing in it is not them investing in their craft too. It is investors investing in their craft. That is a difference. But you come to Ghana and then you meet an artist doing something on his own, on her own, with her own capital, money and all that. And so it is something that we have to see the difference, between those things. So if I'm an artist and then I'm doing all these things for myself, and I feel like, hey, Sikeya me de shame, you're kind of saying, Obi ama ne mwame te said the ankawa so bi bwami amen so me pushing me carry ano. And then if I'm doing it and I'm getting some small you kind of say returns from it, some incentives and all that, and then I feel like, okay, I want to spoil myself. You have no right to tell anybody what to do. If Sonny Badu chooses to do a show and sell his Rolex watch to invest in the show, to get to wherever he wants to get to, and still run at a loss. That is what he chooses to do. He wants to get that glory. He wants to get for people to see him, to be the, you know, on top there, to have, you know, that name, to have that brand. That is wonderful. That is good. It's a good thing to do. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to do, but that is one's choice, and you can't force anybody to do that. And so if somebody feels like, baby, I'm if I get my money, I go do what I want. I they won't use my money to do. You can't force anybody to do what they want to do. That one, you cannot force anybody. So if you feel like you have a problem, you can still be an investor, help invest in their craft, and then help them get to that international stages and appeal that you want them to get. But if not, leave people to take their own, you know, decisions.
Leave people to take their own decisions.